Hey, what's up? Welcome to DeFi Tube. And today we about to go over the private chat of Coffeezilla and Bryan Legend. If you get any great information from this video, or even got a little info that you didn't know about Bryan or the Coffeezilla, please hit the like and subscribe, please.
What are you waiting for? Do it. Do it!
Now let's get into this. This is the private convo of Bryan Legend and Coffeezilla. This is Coffeezilla. This is Bryan Legend right here. So Coffeezilla hits up Bryan. Hey Bryan, I'm looking into Safuu and I have some questions about the burn wallet. First of all, why would you even have questions about the burn wallet? After all these months and weeks passed by, why now? It seems fishy to me though. Why would you come out of blue now though?
This doesn't make a lick of sense.
After the survey thing, you could at least came out a week after the survey thing and stuff like that. But why now? That doesn't sit right with me. Bryan replies, hey mate, I'm a fan of your work, but I am a little confused to why you are looking into Safuu for. Your channel exposes scams and shady dealings. However, there is no connection even remotely close to this with Safuu at all. For the life of me, I don't understand why you would be looking into us at all. FYI, I have an upcoming AMA broadcast from my YouTube channel tomorrow representing our core team. I feel that will provide you better insights to who we are and what we are trying to build, as well as provide you with the knowledge that Safuu is a legitimate organization, an expanded operation. I also invite you to head into the official Safuu Discord and read hundreds of testimonials that's been written by our flourishing community.
Fact.
So you see, what I get from this is, from the start, Coffeezilla is coming in a little hot, and Bryan trying to cool him down, trying to show him the way around how it's going. Bryan trying to control it. From what he wrote, Bryan trying to control the narrative of how safe, how Coffeezilla coming in, if that makes sense. And then Coffeezilla says, I have listened to several of your AMAs, which is why I said I'd like to chat with you today. I know you denied Clever DeFi was a rug and deny having keys to the live fire pit address, but things aren't adding up. Do you have a good number or Discord for us to chat? So, for those of us that actually did our homework before we got into Safuu and the whole protocol, we know about Clever DeFi and all the other 3 projects that failed that Bryan was part of. We know about that. So that's not a big surprise. And within all the AMAs that Bryan have done, he's been asked thousands of times about the past and the old projects and stuff like that that happened in the past. And he always answer it head on. But after a while it get tiresome. Even for a normal person, it get tired if somebody keep asking the same question over and over and over. It's like your ex-girlfriend asking you, or your girlfriend asking you, yo, have you been cheating? Have you been cheating? I said you cheating. I see you cheating. And you show her over and over you're not cheating, that you in love with her. But she keeps on asking you. It gets annoying. You feel what I'm saying? So after he wrote that, Bryan says, let me know once you literally have one single investor complain about losing with Safuu. Then you can claim, quote, things aren't adding up. Until that happens, you can quote add up all the people that are making money hands over fist with the protocol. Focus your energy on actual scams, please mate. Your recent investigation into Safuu was fired. So you see Bryan trying to control the narrative. Bryan trying to calm him down, trying to explain to him before it gets crazy. Now, if Bryan was trying to hide something, he would have just said, okay, F off, I don't care what you say, blah, 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 and try to be defensive. But I don't see no defense over here. All I see is trying to comply with what Coffeezilla trying to talk about or trying to ask the question. So after Bryan said this, Coffeezilla said most crypto scams are not starts off making money. It's what happens after that ruins people. Okay, that makes sense and that's true. A lot of these protocols that we been in or other YouTubers told us that was gonna move or fail it. And I could give you a lot of examples. I could give you some from the top of my I could give you some right now from the top of my head. Cubo nodes, Strong right now was the first but it's dying. Uh what else? What else? Oh, as we all know about the miners that's going on right now, baked beans, Ruby Mine, all these are dying right now. I digress. Let's keep going. He said Safuu was making money in the first couple of months. That means nothing. My question are this. You said you didn't download the key file for the burn wallet. How can you expect people to believe that when Clever DeFi promised that private keys of liquidity were locked until April 2020, but actually weren't locked? Okay, so he's making this accusation. What proves that the fire pit isn't locked? But we're gonna get into the fire pit later. So what proves that? I mean, I never really got in depth into Clever DeFi about the whole protocol and what happened, but I know Clever DeFi when that happened, Bryan gave the investors time to take out their money before it went completely down, and most of them got their money back, and the people that didn't were the ones standing there acting like nothing was going on. And Bryan explained that multiple times in his AMAs. So I don't know what he's trying to accomplish right here. But Bryan replies, let me ask you this. Do you really think I would enjoy a prison cell more than my current cushy lifestyle? I have work to do. I believe in the work you are doing also, but this is as much time you and I both need to spend on this topic. Thanks for reaching out. Truth be told, Bryan pulled out his legitimate ID on a YouTube live that he was doing. He showed us his full face. He brought out a whole team behind him. He's transparent with everything that goes on in a Safuu protocol. Not once did he not say something was gonna happen that didn't happen. That don't sound like a scammer to me. If he was a scammer and was trying to scam from the Safuu protocol, he would be the dumbest ever to do it. Why? Because we see his face. And there's people in this protocol that put in hundreds of thousands of dollars. If he does rug this, he's going to prison, no matter where he goes, unless he goes to a different world or something. He's going to prison. So why would he do this? It makes no sense to me. Why would he try to rug now, after a couple of months, or even try to rug period? So then Coffeezilla said, I have no idea what you want or enjoy. Please answer the question. What question? After deliberating this by presenting our conversation to my community, I have decided to accept all calls with you on one provision, and that is that the only topic we discuss will be Safuu and Safuu only, without mentioning our previous past fails project. I am happy to answer any question about Safuu and talk more in depth about the fire pit burn address, which you first approached me with. So y'all see, right? Bryan's taking it head on. He's going head on with this. He's not trying to hide nothing. So you asked, but Chris, so Coffeezilla asked about the fire pit. Okay, Bryan said, I'll answer you about the fire pit, but I'm not gonna answer you about my failed projects. So you answer that. Is that really somebody trying to hide something? I don't think so. So Coffeezilla says, that doesn't make sense, Bryan. You want to ignore your whole history of shady dealing to focus on the project that only been out for a couple of months and or so, especially a project that you're asking for so much trust in the burn wallet and other wallets being able to run. You're operating in bad faith and haven't answered even my basic question about Clever DeFi. If we go back at the beginning, he asked about the burn wallet, right? Right here, he asked about the burn wallet. Then he asked about the fire pit of Clever Diva. He asked about the fire pit. He said, I know you deny Clever Diva was wrong and deny having keys to the live fire pit. What proves that he has a key to the live fire pit? Bryan told him right here, I will answer any question you have on the fire pit. But now you changing it back to Clever DeFi. So you basically, he's trying to go at Bryan. Why are you trying to go at him? For some little views?
That ain't right. Shame on you.
I'm going to show you who Coffee DeFi is later, after this. He says, if you have nothing to hide, there's no reason everything will not be on the table. You said in an interview you're completely transparent and always happy to take questions on this. What changed? What a great way to get me to end our conversation. Goodbye. Now, in my eyes, somebody is either paying this guy or he has a motive behind this. Because there ain't no way out in the world somebody's just going to come and try to attack a person for no reason like that. Before we got into this whole Safuu protocol, most of us know about Bryan past and all the failed project that he's been through. There's millions of people that have failed projects and that kept on pushing until they made until they created something special, which Bryan has done with Safuu. So we can't hold the failed project against him. That won't be right. I could say if we dig into Coffeezilla's whole life, we could find that he's been into some projects or businesses that have failed. We can't hold that against him because that's the past. You can't focus on somebody's past if they're showing progress into the future. Not once did Bryan lie about anything so far, from my knowledge. So you ask yourself, who the hell is Coffeezilla? And why he's so appointed? And why is the price falling? This is Coffeezilla right here. So what he does is, in his channel, he's the one that exposed on Safe Moon, and he had no concrete evidence on Safe Moon. But then again, the paper hand, all the people that were scared to get in, sold. So he asked about the fire pit. Let's get into the fire pit.
And here we go.
Fire pit. 2.5% of all Safuu traded are burnt in the fire pit. The more that is traded, the more get put into the fire pit, causing the fire pit to grow in size, larger and larger through self-fulfilling auto-compounding, reducing the circulation supply, keeping the Safuu protocol stable. The other benefit to an everlasting burn of circulating supplies that due to the deflationary nature of it, goes to a higher value of each Safuu token, therefore increasing the individual value. So what it's saying is, every time there's a circulation supply of Safuu, the fire pit, every time somebody buys or sells, 2% goes into the fire pit. 2.5% goes into the fire pit. It don't come out. It just stays in there to keep the price stable. This is the fire pit address wallet. We're going to copy the fire pit address wallet. And we're going to go to BSC scan. That's what I like about this whole blockchain and stuff. Follow the money. There's always paper trace of the money going into one wallet and coming out one wallet and going into another wallet. And you can't hide that. So this is the Safuu wallet address, the fire pit address. At one time here, this was around like $40 million. $40 million. Now it's at $20 million. Now if you see these stuff right here, the Enon Bank, the super, whatever that is, all these tokens right here, the Yieldzilla, these are airdrops. All those are airdrops. If you look at it right here, let's go to the phone on the super, whatever it's called. Airdrop. It went in. to the fire pit. 2.7 went into the fire pit. It went into the fire pit. 2.3% went into the fire pit. So it didn't come out, it went in. It dropped. Let's go to this one right here, the Elon Bank. Another airdrop. Transferred. 1. It went in. You see it? Nothing's coming out the fire pit address. If Bryan had the keys, he had to be the most disciplined, conning man. Like, he had to be so smart that no one was able to catch this, or he do some magic where he could erase what comes out of the fire pit. Cause 13 million is locked, and it was over $40 million. He did more than double the money. So why did he take that money and run? If that was somebody trying to scam or something like that, why would somebody trying to scam go buy a plane, start a racing team, try and make a blockchain?
Fill in the blank. Pie in the what?
Horse.
It makes no sense to me. This is another airdrop. It went in 0.2. It went into the fire pit, which is just keep the price stable. Now let's go into the fire pit itself. As you can see, this is the fire pit address. Everything has been transferred into the fire pit. In. You're not gonna see now one out. Everything is in. So I don't see where the problem is. How does Bryan have the key? If Bryan had the keys, you would have seen one out or something like that. Y'all saw me take the fire pit address. Total holders of Safuu token, 157,000. The fire pit is doing what Bryan decided to do, which is keep the price stable. You ask yourself then, where is Bryan getting all this money for? The buybacks, the plane, the what you call it, the racing team, and all those stuff. All those are coming from the Treasury and the Safuu Insurance Fund. So let's talk about the Treasury. The Treasury plays a very important role in Safuu's SAP protocol. It provides 3 extremely critical functions for growth and sustainability of Safuu. The Treasury function as additional financial support for the SIF. This additional support can become to events of an extreme price drop of Safuu token or unforeseen black swan events. It helps to establish a floor value for the Safuu token. The Treasury may also be used to fund new Safuu products, services, and projects that will be expanded and provides more value to the Safuu community, as well as providing funds for marketing. So now we're gonna copy the address for the Safuu Treasury, and we're gonna go look at that. So this is the Treasury wallet right here. As you can see, it has 4.6 million tokens, $4.6 million tokens in this, and the BNB value is $75,000. So you can see the Treasury's been out. So as you can see, it's been out. Swap for ETC, you see, multi-transfer. So this is the only wallet and also the insurance wallet that Bryan has control over, not the fire pit. And he used the insurance wallet and also the Treasury wallet for the buybacks, the marketing, which is the buying the plane, the racing team, and all those other stuff. This is where the money's coming from, if you were wondering. And paying for the team and stuff like that. This is where the money's coming from. There's 157,000 people in this protocol, and now one person ever caught Bryan in a lie that he said something that he said something and he didn't follow up with? What makes you come out the blue and accuse somebody of stealing or about to rob thousands of people out their money without no hard proof evidence? Because if he did, he would have put out a video. I don't see not one video yet. The last video he did was 2 days ago. I'm assuming he's gonna make a video, but I don't see no video yet.
That's gonna fit in perfectly with all the evidence you haven't given me.
All the people that are selling right now are friends of people that got brought into the protocol that don't really know nothing about it, or some of them that are new to DeFi. Some of them got trust issues. Some of them, not even some. A lot of them didn't do the research. They're just following their friends or family, paper-handed people that are messaging up for the people that are in this for the long term. Even the Safuu is at $90 or $80. It's gonna take longer for you to get to that $1 million mark at the end of the year. But even so, you're still gonna be a lot richer than you are now if you just stay into the protocol and keep a strong hand and believe Bryan. Let's say you have 10 Safuus. In 30 days, that's $820. And let's just say you wait not even 365. Let's just say you wait 300 days at this price right now. 300 days. You'll be worth $723,000 from 10 Safuus from less than 2,000. And it's still rebasing. That's what the insurance is for. The Safuu insurance is for the rebase. In simple terms, a staking reward rebase rewards which is distributed every 15 minutes at the rate of 0.02355% or backed by the safe. So as long as you got your money into Safuu, the insurance is gonna give you this percentage every 15 minutes. That's what the insurance is for. I've been getting my rebates. I don't know about you, but I know I've been getting my rebates. So the insurance is doing what it's supposed to do. The fire pay is doing what it's supposed to do. So I don't really see the problem. Bryan hasn't lied yet. And all I've seen is under promise and over delivers from Bryan so far in the transparency. So I don't see anything wrong with Bryan yet. So where is Coffeezilla getting his information from? That's the question we're supposed to ask. Why is Coffeezilla attacking Safuu now? That's a question we're supposed to ask. What's the motive for Coffeezilla? That's a question we're supposed to ask. Because I don't see this adding up. But let's get into other matters. If you're looking for something that's stable and that's been going on for more than 4 years, paying out 3.6% daily, there's a protocol called CRTPS. What CRTPS is an arbitrage for crypto. It buys crypto from one exchange and sell it to another exchange high. So it buys low on one exchange and sell it to another exchange higher and brings you the difference. I've done multiple videos of this if you go look at my other videos. When I started out, I started with less than $750. See right here, $750. I put in $87 to test it out. Then I put $634,634, and that was April 15th. And today is May 8th. So from April 15th to May 8th, I've been getting 3.6% daily. And now I'm at $1,435. I haven't put anything in after that. So I'm getting around $40 to $38 a day so far. This is stable because utility is buying from one exchange and selling to another exchange. So, and what it uses, it sells USDT TRC20. That's a stable coin. So the price doesn't go up, it doesn't go down. It stays at one price. And I just bank in the 3%. And this is all automatically. The only time you get into this protocol is when you want to take out money or you want to check on your money. And let's say you put in your money right now, you could take it out right then and there. It doesn't get locked. That's what's great about this. Your money doesn't get locked. So if you want to know more about it, check out my other videos or leave a comment down below. Or hit me up on my Discord. Privately, I'll go through with you step by step how to sign up and answer any questions. I'll leave that info in the description down below.